Welcome back to the Skylanders Ultimate Nightmare series, where I will be playing a solo run with every character on Nightmare mode one at a time to see which Skylanders and which of their upgrade paths are better. First up, we have Trigger Happy on the Golden Frenzy upgrade path, which is my preferred path as well as everyone else, I believe. Though I do actually mix in the Pot of Gold attacks occasionally. They are pretty good. The tertiary attack is the same on both upgrade paths, but with the WoW power is incredibly powerful. It is always nice to be able to land a fully charged blast, which is only possible on this upgrade path. There are 3 upgrades which increase how long you're allowed to charge that attack, and the final one is exclusive to this upgrade path. Even without its upgrades, the Pot of Gold does some hefty damage with a nice splash radius. Spamming primary is what this character will end up doing most of the time though. The other 2 upgrades on this path include increasing the attack's damage and allowing the bullets to bounce off of walls. So flooding the local area with bouncing bullets while you run and dodge is a pretty consistent, if not slow, strategy that works well. There is a close call in this arena as I can't aim the golden Gatling gun at everyone, but the Pot of Gold cleans up. Seriously, that attack is actually good. You don't need to exclusively use the primary attacks with Trigger Happy. These enemies by the end are taking quite long to kill, just because the damage output is kinda low. But before long, the arena is taken down. Even just charging for only a second or 2 increases your damage output by a lot. I've been cutting out a lot of the battles here just because they take really long with Trigger Happy's low damage output. I will say, not needing to focus on aiming is great for moments like these when I just want to dodge because of the slippery ice. Say, this WoW power is pretty good, isn't it? Whenever you're not being attacked, or if you can just kill the enemy before they're able to hit you, the machine gun is fantastic. I guess you can't do this and charge up the main attack at the same time though, so there's a slight overlap there, but really not a big deal. Off topic, but can anyone explain to me why Trigger Happy's tech element? Most tech Skylanders are robots or inventors, builders. They have some sort of machinery, but Trigger Happy is none of these. And no, I wouldn't consider his guns to be justification. A lot of Skylanders use guns, and just because his are gold, I don't think that makes him tech element. That's besides the point though. Here we've got the tech elemental bonus, which helps out a ton for dealing damage to these guys, especially because this area is tricky. I started out by shooting a bunch of coins from above the lip, hoping they would just bounce into the enemies, but it was really hard to aim from that far away. Soon enough, the Bark Demon goes down and it makes the entire fight much more manageable. The Mega Blast continues to put in work, if only setting up for the Gatling itself for quicker though. I always love seeing enemies attacking each other, especially on Nightmare mode for the huge amounts of damage like that. No, throw the bomb at the Juggernaut, that's the real threat. If I could just get a bomb or 2, this guy would be toast already. But then I tried to charge an attack for once the shield went down, and it was too late when I realized that I was going to be too slow to be able to dodge. Getting into the Golden Moneybags upgrade path, I first must say the symbol for heads on the coin is fantastic, I love it. Whoa, the upgrades did not mention any sort of geysers of light. As it turns out, if the coin lands on heads, then it stays on the ground for a while, and if enemies step on it, they get blasted. Oh my gosh, these things do a lot of damage, and with a much bigger splash radius than I expected. The upgrades on this path include the Pot of Gold being able to be thrown much farther, the pot explodes and showers coins on impact, and the pot then turns into a coin itself, which deals increased damage, and an extra increase if it lands on heads. Which, I guess that's where the light geyser comes from. Holy crud, these enemies die insanely quickly. What is going on? Okay, I think I love this upgrade path. I really like how quick the attack is and how much damage it deals for that speed. The coin explosion adds a lot of area control, and flipping heads is just the icing on the cake. This run is going so much more smoothly and quickly than last time. I'm truly astonished at how sure I was the Golden Frenzy was so clearly the better upgrade path, but I could not have been more wrong. This is exactly what I was looking forward to do in this challenge. Finding new favorite Skylanders or new favorite upgrade paths for them. I already really liked Trigger Happy quite a lot, but learning about this upgrade path really skyrockets him on my favorites list. And after not too long, Brock gets taken out with relative ease. To give you a better idea of just how quickly I can defeat even the larger enemies, I'll let this entire fight play out unedited. There isn't even an elemental boost here or anything like that, it just really is that quick to take this guy out. Not even 3 Goliaths in a row is enough to damage me at all. This upgrade path is easy mode for Trigger Happy. I implore you to try it out if you have him and you're a believer of the other upgrade paths. I was already a player who actually used the secondary attack to begin with, but this upgrade path makes it insane. The executioners here stand absolutely no chance. They get taken out in about 10 seconds flat, and that's not an exaggeration. Dreadbeard here must feel very threatened by my mastery of gold coins, and he throws everything he's got at me, just for them to all get instantly obliterated. This man cannot be stopped. This area here is a little bit scary until I realized that both the executioners had died before a single bomb even came in. Most Skylanders tend to struggle at least a little bit before this point, but Trigger Happy has had basically no difficulties. What is happening to this guy? There you go. As you can imagine, if this area was easy for the first upgrade path, it's extremely easy for the second. The Tech Elemental Zone just pushes you over the top here for damage. I will say the one major downside of Trigger Happy that I was able to find is he has extremely low health. Getting hit for 80% of your health here is pretty abysmal. Aggroing this guy early may have been a mistake. Food gives you so little health on Nightmare, I still haven't even gotten back to full HP yet. I haven't even taken more damage since then. Pro tip, do not let the Shield Juggernaut off screen or else he'll be able to hit you like that. And he brings me now to 38 health. If I can just survive a few more enemies, I'll be able to beat this level though. And Willikin Village. This starts out pretty easy. There's only a couple Mace Majors. The Bark Demon and Root Runner combo looks tough, but it's actually nothing we haven't dealt with already. Here we reach the area that Spyro ended up dying in last video, so getting past here will mean a first place spot, at least for now, for Trigger Happy. Who knows who will be able to beat him later. Luckily the Lob Attack allows for me to dispose of these grenade generals quickly. This section can sometimes have so much chaos going on that you don't see a grenade rolling in, so I better make sure I'm careful of that. Alright, so one Bark Demon and one Root Runner was child's play, but two of each? That might cause some issues. Trying to take them out, we drop down to 95 HP, which is super scary on its own right, but it worries me about the possibility of being one-shot in the near future. This is only level 7 after all. Onto the Chompy Mage boss fight. This is mostly a survivability test, but it does present a great opportunity to use Trigger Happy's fantastic Series 2 Wow Pow as the boss sits still after a while. I can imagine anyone who's unable to defeat these grenaders early is gonna have some trouble in this section. Luckily, I do not have to worry about that for now. Mace Majors and D Riveters are easy enough to get by, and honestly so is this Chompy bot with our damage output. Let's see how long it is before these enemies get dispatched of. And they're gone. Sometimes the coins toss will splatter coins out to hit the Inhuman shields from behind, but other times the enemies will reflect your attacks entirely. I guess it's better than most Skylanders can do against them though. Just when I think I'm in the clear, this happens. I probably should have taken out that cannon earlier when I had the chance. I'm gonna have to be extremely careful here. Any hit will kill me at this point, even with that food. Grenade generals are the priority. The Inhuman shields make it a bit tougher to hit my real target here, the Chompy bot. Hopefully I can manage though. At least a reflected coin toss is still useful sometimes. After a bit more struggling, all the shielders are down and it's just the Chompy bot left. Chapter 8 complete. This is a really good run so far. The Archean Crackler can't really hurt me if I don't get close, so this is easy. Unless I let it teleport onto me, I guess. These Mohawk Cyclopses begin to push me back a little bit in the courtyard area before the Grenade General hits an insane trick shot by banking off of one of the spinning Cyclopses. I say it every time, but these enemies are so absolutely insane. This rock here is pretty convenient. It provides perfect cover from the Troll Stomper, especially since I'm a lobber. The Golden Moneybags upgrade path ended up being such a blast to play. Chapter 9's interior is the record for now.